nomination. In Haiti, at least 4 people have died during protests over the rising price of food. The prices of rice, beans, and fruit have gone up by 50% in Haiti over the last year. The protests began Thursday and continued over the weekend. Similar food riots have been occurring across Africa in recent weeks. In Burkina Faso, a nationwide strike has been called for Tuesday. Food riots have also been reported in Cameroon, Ivory Coast, Mauritania, and Senegal. Last week, African finance ministers warned the rise in international food prices poses significant threats to Africa's growth, peace, and security. In Sierra Leone, the cost of rice has risen by 300%. Last month, the World Food Program issued an urgent appeal for an additional $500 million. Bettina Lucia of the World Food Program says the enormous spike in food prices is caused by a variety of factors.
I think what we are facing is a perfect storm. More and more people are going hungry and need food aid. At the same time, we've got the lowest food reserves in some 30 years on the markets. At the same time, prices have gone up tremendously, sometimes doubled in the last few months. And you have got climate change with less harvests, droughts, floods. So the situation is really critical, and we have to act now. We cannot waste time. We have to act now.
In Egypt, police have arrested more than 200 people in an attempt to crush plans for a nationwide general strike to protest the rising cost of food and basic necessities. In the Egyptian town of Mahia al-Kobra, police fired rubber bullets and tear gas at striking textile workers. Meanwhile, here in the United States, food pantries are reporting major food shortages. Anya Duggan says the Food Bank for New York City has seen a sharp drop in food donations over the past year.
And so we have less food in our warehouse. We're practically seeing empty shelves every week in the warehouse when we used to be brimming over and able to turn food around really quickly. What that means is that there's less food in food pantries and soup kitchens around the city, and you literally have people standing on line for hours at a time waiting for food, only to be turned away because the food runs out.
In other economic news, the U.S. economy lost 80,000 jobs in March, the biggest drop in 5 years. The official unemployment rate rose to 5.1%. Since the start of the year, over 230,000 jobs have disappeared. This is Brian Fabry, chief economist of BNP Paribas.
Job losses that we've seen over the first 3 months of this year are basic confirmation of the fact that we probably have been in recession all year long. The idea, I think, is that not only will job losses make things more difficult, it'll obviously cause consumer confidence to plunge, but it'll also make it more difficult for people to actually go out and buy more things. And this is the downward spiral, then, that lost jobs create for the economy.
In Zimbabwe,